I get it. You need 500, $1,000, maybe even more, and you need it fast, as in today. I get it. I've been there before so many times I cannot count. Maybe an unexpected bill came up, maybe something happened in an emergency, maybe you just need to make ends meet, depending on when you're watching this. It could be anything that's causing this issue for you. And I know how stressful it can feel. So I'm making this video for this exact purpose. I hope I can help as many people as possible make a few extra dollars today. I won't be able to help everybody. It's not going to work for every single person. But if you watch this video, I believe that you'll have the tools you need to try to make something happen fast. Leave a comment once you try these or try one or two of them and let me know how it's going. I want to check in on you and see how it's going. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Arlin. 10 years ago, I was homeless, sleeping on the floor of an airport. And today, I've invested in more than 200 startups. I have started multiple companies. I've generated millions and millions of dollars in revenue for myself and for other people. And I help about 2,000 members in my memberships every single day make more money, build wealth, and just find confidence in themselves again. So this video is an emergency. We're going to make it work for you. Okay. Well, first of all, what I want you to do is I'm going to show you a couple of things. I'm going to show you, like, give you some ideas, but I want you to think of this because it's such an emergency. I want you to think of it in two ways. You're going to do two tracks. Okay. And I'm a little hype right now, so forgive me. You're going to do two things. You're going to have like a digital product or service, at least virtual. It could be like virtual service. And you're going to think about something that is like one thing is going to be more passive, and one thing is going to be something that you may have to go out and do even in person or locally or get on a call with somebody. So you're going to have something that you can sell in your sleep and something that you can do because you're trying to put that money together fast, right? So you're not going to do this forever. It's not going to take you forever to build it, to make it, to sell it. I'm also going to show you how to sell it because I know that's a big question you may have. Okay, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to sell, but how do I sell it? I'm going to show you. Make sure, before we get into all of that, make sure you are subscribed below. Are you watching on TV? Are you watching on your phone? Are you watching on a laptop? Let me know how you watch your videos on YouTube and how you're watching this video. But either way, please make sure that you are subscribed. You may not even realize you're not subscribed because you see my videos show up on your homepage. But if you're not subscribed, you're not getting notified for every video that we have. And I'm doing this big experiment because I did this for a couple of videos this year and it really worked. And I want you to be part of it. Okay, so when I ask you to subscribe and I explain to you why we're doing it and I tell you that it's an experiment, for some reason, YouTube algorithm goes crazy and it really helps me grow my channel. So I'm at like 167,000 subscribers right now, and I was at like 8,000 a year ago. So it's well, a little over a year ago. So I've gained 150,000 plus in just a year. So we're going to do that together. Let me know if you're in. I'm going to help you as soon as I can without further ado. Okay, so we're going to do these two things. So one of the things I want to talk to you about is the virtual side of things. So just to make this even easier and cut to the chase, I really suggest that you have a landing page and you can have this on Stan Store. So Stan, STAN dot store. Go to that website and look at it. I think it costs like $20 per month. But here's the hack. Don't worry about the second month and the third month and the fourth month. Just do it for this 1 month to see if you can turn something around. Flip it. Do you have a credit card? Do you have 20 extra bucks? Flip it. And I know that sometimes 20 extra bucks is hard to come by, but if you're trying to make 1,000, this might be the way to do it. So once you have your Stan Store, you're going to go on YouTube and there are multiple uh, videos that teach you just how to set it up. It's super simple though. You may not even need the videos. You set up a digital product and or a virtual call. So digital product could be something like a course. And when I say course, I know you're thinking, I ain't got no time for that. Like a course is going to take me forever to put together. I am not talking about like your magnum opus. I'm not talking about the course of all courses. I'm talking about a mini course that you can sell for somewhere between $27 and $99. And this course is going to help one type of person do one thing really fast or easy or both. And I made a whole video a couple of days ago about how to figure out your offer. It's an hour long, it takes you through every step of the way. And that you can look that up and that video will help you. And I'll put a link to it below. But once you figure that out, you're going to upload and this to Stan, okay? $27 to $99. And I'm going to show you in a little bit how to get people to come to see it and want to buy it. But what's upsetting me already is that I know most people are not going to do this. So I'm a little bummed out because I know that most people are just going to like say, no, it's not for me. Or no, I don't want to do a course. Look, you can do a video course. So that means just go on Zoom. If you have a Zoom, you can do a free 45-minute Zoom. But you can, save it if you have a paid. You can go on your QuickTime if you have a laptop. You can go on your own phone if you don't have a laptop or if you want to do it this way. And you just film 30 minutes. You go to ChatGPT for free or paid, and you walk through with the multiple resources that I have or that you can think of on your own. And you think about what is something that's going to help one person do one thing fast or easy that I'm interested in and that I can speak to, that I have had my lab, I've learned it, I've applied it, and I've benefited from it. And then you're going to create this. So this is one way you could do it. You can do it in multiple ways. This is one way to do it. You record for 30 minutes. You talk like I'm talking right now. And you have like a bulleted outline because you just went on ChatGPT and you got that outline. And then you take that video and cut it into 3 to 5 different videos. And those 3 to 5 different videos are going to be different topics and lessons. And then you're going to upload those videos, and Stan makes it super easy to do. Upload those videos in an order. You can even tell ChatGPT, I just recorded a video here, or I'm going to give you the transcript and tell me what the lesson should be called. And you're going to name them, and then you're going to give a little bit more like links to something or a little PDF with each one, something that just helps the person. Or you just type beneath each video. Just type your thoughts because you want people to watch the video and learn from you and then know what to do next. You don't have to have a crazy long course because what most people hate is taking a long course. They may even buy the course, but they don't get through a fifth of it. So you want to be able to say, I have this mini course. By the end of an hour, you'll know how to do XYZ. It's so, so simple. And if you think, oh, I don't know how to teach, I don't know anything that someone else doesn't know. Everybody has people who are before them. If you've done anything in this world, you have done more than someone else. Pause this and think about that and rewind it and think about that for a second. If you've done anything in this world at all, you have done more than someone else has. Therefore, you can teach them. And remember, this is not your main offer necessarily. This is just something to help you make money fast. So then you're going to upload that. It's going to cost 47 or 60 or whatever it's going to cost. And you might do some math. You might say, okay, I need to make $500 in the next 2 days. I just have to. So maybe I'll sell $50 courses and I'll try to sell 10 of them, but not necessarily because you're going to have more than that. So you're going to have that. You can do video. You can also do audio. So you can record your audio again on QuickTime. Almost every laptop these days has QuickTime already. You go to QuickTime, you record audio, do the same thing you would have done with the video, but just through audio. If you don't want to be on camera, if you don't like your background, if you don't like the way you look, do it through audio and clip it up. And then you can upload that. Now, before you say, because I can hear you, right? Let me know in the comments if this is making sense so far. If you're with me, let me know. Okay, so before you say, I can't sell an audio course. Nobody's going to buy that. Jenna Kutcher has made tens of millions of dollars with her courses, and most of her courses are audio only. She didn't, she might have been in bed recording. We don't know. You can do that. People want results and transformation. Write the words results and transformation in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed. This is the moment to subscribe if you haven't yet. People want transformation and results, okay? So therefore, they do not care if you're on video or if you're on audio. If this video right now, if I took the audio from it, which I may do, and you may even be hearing it, and I strip the audio only and I put it up as a podcast, or I put it up as a course, $27, how to make $1,000 in one day, people would buy it. And I know that I have people buying from me, but I'm telling you, I've started from scratch a million times. I've helped hundreds of people start from scratch. I know this to be true. So you can have that going, but you can also have with Stand Store, and I'm not like a representative of them, but I just love it. You can also have a one-on-one book a session with me, one-on-one book a call. If you're doing a call, you might say, I'll get on a call with you for 30 minutes, for 45 minutes, for an hour, and I'll walk you through XYZ. It could be the exact same thing you just put as a course. And you could even talk about the exact same thing. But people really like hand-holding. They like transformations and results, but they also like hand-holding sometimes. They like to be shown something. So if you can get on a video call with them and you say, okay, in the course, I taught you how to set up your Canva and to make thumbnails. You might say to them, I can get on a call with you for 30 minutes and walk you through one and watch you make one and tell you where you're going wrong. And then you can watch me, make one, da 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 da. People will pay for that. People will pay for that. I'll give you a great example. There's someone in our Your First 5K membership. So I teach people how to make their first 5,000 at Arlin's yourfirst5k.com. Her name is Tylisa, right? She makes journals that are beautiful journals that she prints at home. She sells those for about $30, $40, I believe. Someone said to her, oh, your journals are beautiful. How do you do that? She got on a call with them because we did a 5-day challenge where I said, go and sell something for $100. Go sell a call for $100. So she gets on a call, or she puts the word out, I'm going to do these calls, and she sells it for $100, $150. And what is it? I'm on a phone call with you, or I'm on Zoom with you, walking you through how to make these journals, what equipment to have, talking to you about your life so I can tell you what is more specific to your needs. 60 minutes, I taught you how to do it. Now you get to go and do it, and you may make money from it, or you may get satisfaction from it. Maybe you make it as a gift. Can you understand? Like, that was so cool. I interviewed her, and it's simple as that. Then she went from that, and just a few weeks later, she made $5,000. I'm going to interview her again very soon, and you'll see exactly how she did it. But do you see, like, it's just real people with real results. It's not just like one or two people on YouTube who already have it figured out. It's same results. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple more ideas for what you could do. Now, when you're doing, so one thing you could do is a same day skill sprint. So this is like, I will do something for you. I'll clean up your resume, which, may or may not, it's definitely dated. But what about your LinkedIn or your bio? I know 2 different people in Your First 5K who made $100 and $150 a pop, helping people just create a new bio for their Instagram pages. Isn't that amazing? I love that. I think it's very cool. I interviewed both of them. So if you go to my channel, you can see all these interviews. Like, I'm serious. It's real. So that's what you can do. Let me know in the comments if you feel like you could do something like that. And what you're going to do that makes it even better and makes it even more urgent and people are willing to buy now rather than it's a nice to have because you want to be a painkiller, not a vitamin, is you're going to say, if you, the next three people who book, I will do this in 24 hours. I'll turn this around for you in 24 hours. Because we talk about pain points, like taking people out of pain, being a painkiller. And we talk about vitamins. Vitamins are more of a day to day, nice to have. You make more money when you have a painkiller. Okay. So we talk about that. And usually it's about the offer itself. But there's also the sales psychology pieces to it, where it's also about time urgency, pricing urgency. This is only $49 for, it's this $49 for 3 hours only. Then it's going back up to 100. Think about what I've done recently. If you saw it on my channel, if you're not new, but you can go back and maybe hear about it. It's kind of taken down. But recently, what I did was I put up one of my courses that it's on my stand store because I'm telling you the stuff that I'm doing too. I put up one of my courses and I had it for a very special price for 3 hours only. And then I made a video about it on YouTube. And I could have put it on Instagram. I could have put it other places. I just decided not to. And I said it's 3 hours only. I did extend it to 12 hours because it was so popular. But then I took it down and I raised the price back up. And that price urgency caused $17,000 in sales in 72 hours. Let me say it again. Say it in the comments if you heard me. $17,000 in sales in 72 hours. Not saying that's going to happen to you. I have a lot going for me and a lot of, momentum. But is it possible that you could sell $200 worth, $500 worth? If it's even possible to you in your mind, isn't it worth trying to do it? Here's another idea because I'm going to give you more ideas so that can help you. If you've already figured something out, go for it. You can have me in the background listening to me because you might get another idea. But I'm telling you, this video is not for you to sit around. This video is for you to go and do and make that money. So this other idea is to be a pitch partner for somebody. What do I mean by that? Well, there are a lot of people who need to practice talking to other people, practice their sales, or practice pitching for an investment or pitching for like a pitch competition or pitching to get something that they want, but they have to talk to someone or they have to send something to someone, materials, and write to them. Well, a lot of them would be willing to, if they knew it existed, so you have to be the one that makes it exist, they'd be willing to jump on a Zoom call with you the day before or the week before to practice the pitch and just have you give context and give opinion. You don't have to be an expert in what they're pitching in order to give an opinion. You ever, well, I'm going to date myself, happy to do it, walking in a mall or walking down the street and somebody pulls you in and says, hey, would you like to do a survey? And the survey is actually more like sitting in a group with people and looking at a product or testing something or listening to something being pitched or watching a commercial. And then they ask you a survey questions, right? They ask you survey questions. And you say, yeah, I didn't like the woman in the red dress. I didn't like da 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 da. It's not that you know how to make Tide detergent. It's not like you are an amazing laundry person. It's just that you have an opinion and you have taste. So you could be someone's sounding board. Of course, you can certainly do this for free. If it's a friend of yours, you just want to do it for free, cool. But what if you made it an offer and you put it on the stand store or you put it somewhere else? And I keep saying a stand store because I know so many people have a hard time creating like a nice landing page. And that's a whole nother story. Or they don't know how to do it. So stand is just like, boom, easy. You can do Gumroad. Gumroad is another way to do it. I just like stand store right now. It's just really working for me. So that's an offer you can have. That's the one-on-one you can have. You can do a done for you service. Now, I talked earlier about how I wanted you to have two lanes going, something virtual, something passive. The passive is like the course. Like when I wake up in the morning, I have course sales. You know how fun it is to wake up to course sales? You built it one time, do some maintenance on it to keep it updated, but for the most part, it's just about promoting it and then it just continues to sell. Like we'll make a whole new video if you want me to. Let me know in the comments if you want me to, but I'll make a whole video about like a full-on course, like a full like big time like Amy Porterfield, Danielle Leslie type of course. But I'm talking about a mini course, 30 minutes, 60 minutes worth of content, $27 to $99. Mine are a little bit more expensive than that because it's not just a mini course. Mine are really in depth. Anyway, I digress. You have that, but this other thing you can do, the calls, the courses, is like, what if there's something in town that you can do? I just saw this guy on YouTube and he made gross 1750, 1750. It cost him 750 to do this thing, and then he made $1,000 profit. It took him 12 hours to do. That's a long time, but it's also $83, I think he said, per hour at the end of the day. And what he did was he built a fence, a privacy fence between his yard and his neighbor's yard for his neighbor. Now, I could be wrong. It might have been just for a friend and it wasn't his house, but either way, he built a privacy fence. Did I say that? Fence. And it cost $750 in all the materials and all of that, but he did it on his own. So he might have even found someone else to help him, pay them a couple $100, $300 to help. I don't know the amount. You know, I'm telling you the wrong amount for 12 hours, whatever the case is. But either way, at the end of the day, he had $1,000. Literally at the end of the day, he had $1,000. So is there something physical that you could do if you are able to? Could you take someone's laundry to the dry cleaners? Could you pick up something for people? Could you run an errand? I just had my school trophy for winning the school games where because I made six figures on the school platform. I got this big trophy, and I took the trophy to a studio downtown LA where I filmed a commercial for them. And I was going to catch a plane right after that. I know none of this is relatable, but I'm just telling you my story. I was going to catch a plane right after it, so I couldn't take the big giant heavy trophy with me. So I left it at the studio. And they're like, "Hey, Arlin, can you gonna come pick up this giant giant trophy?" So I finally had a friend of mine who does errands for me. He runs errands for me. I finally said, "Hey, can you run up to downtown LA? Can you pick up the trophy for me?" Today that happened. And he did. And he's making money from that because it helped me not have to. What did it save me from? Getting into an Uber, paying the round trip, taking my time, which is more important and more valuable, my time to go 30 minutes downtown, go up to the elevator, get the stuff, have the conversation, come back down, come back. 2 hours later, I've missed out on something I could have done or the rest I could have taken. So it's like a convenience thing. It's a pain point for me because I needed that done and it helps me. And he did it because he's running errands for several people. And now he has, a couple hundred extra bucks that he can pocket. And, he spends some on gas, he spends some on maintaining his car, and he pockets the rest, and taxes and all that. Is there something you can do? I always think about this for myself. Like, I'm gonna stay ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So I'm gonna stay ready in this wild world. You better believe it. No matter what, I'm always gonna have different plans. You're gonna always see me making offers online, but you'll also maybe see me doing something out in these streets. Nothing illegal. I'm gonna do something safe, legal, fair. But if I gotta make ends meet, I'm gonna make ends meet. And that's what I'm saying. It might be something like maybe you take some clothes to a consignment store. You open up your closet and you're like, A third of these clothes I don't really wear, or I've grown out of, or they're too small for me, or too big for me. I don't really wear these clothes. Let me take it to a consignment store. Let me take it to somewhere that might even flip it for me right now. That's the kind of stuff you may have to do. And I want to just take a break for a moment just to tell you that if you're going through it right now, I see you, I feel you, you're okay. I am you. I can't tell you the stuff I've gone through the last 2 weeks. I am you. You're going to be okay. And what gives me so much hope and satisfaction and happiness and joy is knowing for a fact that at least one person who watches this video is about to go and make some money for themselves. Maybe already did by the time we're at this part of the video. But you have to implement, you have to go out there and put yourself out there, right? If you want some more detailed, I have some more ideas for you, but if you want some more detailed step-by-step process, you're like, I like the idea of this, but I need a little bit more guidance. My Your First 5K membership just costs $50 for the whole year. You can join Your First 5K, and I have a 5-day challenge that teaches you. I mean, when I say that it teaches you everything you need to know, people are making $5,000 off of this challenge. $5,000. That's $100 ROI. Not everybody. May not happen to you. I'm just saying it happens, okay? I have my custom GPT in there too, which is an offer GPT that I used to only have for Arlin's All Access members. That's cost $600 a year, but it's in the $50 one. That's the hack of a lifetime. Go check it out. Arlin's Your First 5K. I'll probably put the link in the description if you're interested. But if you're not at that place and you want to spend that $50 somewhere else, let me tell you where to spend it. Spend it on Stan Store. Spend it on ChatGPT for a month. Both of those for a month. Have $10 extra and use that to do something. Okay? Another idea I have for you is to be what is called, I call it the stand-in method. So I have it in my classrooms on my memberships, but it's to be a stand-in creator. Let me tell you what that means. A lot of people hate being on camera right now. That's going to change. If I have anything to do with it, I'm going to help more and more people get, away from the camera shyness. But a lot of people right now are building out big courses or even the mini course, or they're building out something like a landing page video, sales page video. And they truly are dreading doing the video aspect of it. So my idea is that you go to them, you make the offer, you find people, you find them on LinkedIn or on your social or maybe in your phone, you find the people and you promote it so that you're the billboard. And you find someone, you say, I have this offer where I like being on camera. I'm cool being on camera. This is like for some people, not everybody. I will take your script and everything that you want to make, and I will film the videos for you. Pop open your laptop if you have one, use your phone, get a selfie stick, whatever you need to do, make it happen. You record the videos, you sell them, and you say, look, for $1,000 or for $500 or for whatever amount, I will film 3 videos for you that are 10 minutes each. I will film 20-minute videos that are this whole course. You got to maybe start at a smaller amount, make it, and then raise your prices. So sell it for $300 the first time, do it, get that under your belt, and then maybe sell it for $500 and so on. And find that perfect amount. I will do all of that for you. You just pay me $300. I got you. And then I'll deliver it to you within 72 hours. And then do that. Do it after work. Do it when the kids are sleeping. Have somebody, like if you made $300 and the kids aren't sleeping, have somebody come over, pay them for a couple of hours to hold the kids, take the kids somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Like you're going to make it work. That's just an idea. It's not for everybody. And here's an even better hack. Let's say you do that and it's interesting to you, but you can also say, I'll actually make the script for you. Because now you got your Chat GPT. You paid for a month for Chat GPT. You can start to work with ChatGPT and make the script for the person. All you need to do is have 20, 30-minute, 20-minute interview with them. Call them, meet them in person, go on Zoom, ask them what they want, what they're looking for. They might say, well, I'm trying to do a mini course because Arlan told me to do a mini course. I'm trying to do da 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 da. I want to sell it for $99 and it's going to be 30 minutes. I don't want to do the video. Okay, cool. I will you either pay me, 300 up front if you have it, or get your card out. Like, let me send you a PayPal link. Let me send you a Stripe link that has the ability to pay with a credit card. Or maybe I even partner with you. I put some videos in, you put some videos in. We split the difference. Have you ever thought about that? Put the word or the letters 2x in the comments if you've ever thought about, or if you're feeling it right now, partnering with someone so that you don't have to be the only person that does this. And I don't mean starting a new company. I don't mean like going all in with someone. All I mean is partnering on this project so that you all can make that money. If you're in one of my memberships, there's 2,000 of you. Have you thought about partnering with somebody at your own risk, right? Think about something too. We talked about the lab framework, which is you've learned something, you've applied it in your life, and you've benefited from it. So it's probably something you can offer someone else. That's lab. That's the revenue lab, right? But think about if you're like, let's say you're older. Let's say you're over 60. That's not too old, but let's just say you're over 60, between 60 and 85. You probably have a lot of stories. You probably have a lot of patience. You probably don't suffer fools, but you probably have a lot of skills. And it's also probably true that it's hard to get a job right now, or it's hard to sell, etc. What if you turn that into, I have this experience. I'm going to get on a call with you for an hour and I'll teach you and walk you through something. Like the woman who did the caretaking. She's not in her over 60, but she was taking care of somebody for 7 or 8 years in her family. And she didn't even realize she's a member in Your First 5K. She didn't even realize she was a caretaker. She didn't even realize she was getting burnt out. But once she realized that, she started to do things for herself that made it better, that made her not burn out as much. So then she had that expertise because she had lived it, she had learned it or lived it, she'd applied it, and then she benefited from it, from what she taught herself. So then she started doing $100, $150 calls for an hour with people to talk about burnout and caretaking. So yours could be about that. Yours could be about parenthood, grandparenthood, like new grandparents. There's always this time, like when you became a grandparent, was that a jolting time for you? When you turned 30, no matter what age you are over 30, when you turned 30, was that something that you remember about that? Could you talk to somebody who's at 25, 27? I remember when I had Jack from School of Mentors on this channel. They have 240 million views per month across platforms. He said he read a book by Gary Vee that spoke to, or he read a book or he saw a video, one of the two, where Gary Vee said, do this if you're 21. He was like 17 or 18 at the time. And he said he watched it every year, or he read it every year, one of the two. And now he's making millions of dollars because he took that advice from someone who was in their 40s saying the advice. So my point is, what did I say earlier? If you have done anything, you've done more than someone else has. So you could actually, I mean, if I were going to have a kid, a baby, I would want to talk to someone who's had a baby before. And I might even want to do that with someone I don't know so that I can ask the questions I really want to ask. But I may not want to go to a therapist about it. So if somebody had an offer that said, hey, I'll talk to you, and this is not what I want, by the way, so don't offer it to me. But if they said, hey, I'll talk to you for an hour, I can answer any of your questions about parenthood, about having the baby, actually having the baby, I'll talk to you about it. It's costs $40, $60. Now, you might say, let me niche down even better or even more, and I'm going to have that conversation with people who are executives who are about to have their first child. What do you think the cost turns into then? That's a $200, $300 conversation because you've now niched down to something even more specific and even more of a pain point. Because maybe having that foresight and having that conversation with you or the person making this offer makes that executive save money, save time, make money, make time. And to them, even the thought of that, even the promise or the hope of that is worth $200, $300. You could take that and run with it. I'm just talking about this very right now thing, but you can run with it, right? So the whole point of this is you have options. You're probably saying to yourself, okay, all this is good. I'm ready to go. You may have even started. If you've already started, congratulations. How do you get people to know about it? You probably know more people than you believe you do. You probably have more of a gold mine in your own phone, in your own email inbox than you think you do. Time and time and time again. Can't tell you how many times this has happened in the last few weeks with your first 5K and Arlen's All Access members, where they in the last, I'm just saying the last 3 months alone, have said, mostly through our 5-day challenge and just getting to know each other, they've said, oh, I sent out a message. You told me to send out a message on text. You told me to reach out on Instagram, DMs. And this person needed what I had to offer. They said yes in an instant. They didn't say yes before because I hadn't offered it before. So one of the first things you can do is just simply ask. Put it out there. I show you exactly how to do that in day 3 of the 5-day challenge, day 2 and 3, days 2 and 3, but 3 very specifically about like having no audience at all. You can also, if you already have some sort of an audience, this is a great excuse to send out an email, to put a post up, do it across platforms. Great excuse to just say it. They don't know how many people said yes. They don't know how well this offer is doing. So who cares if they see it? For all they know, you could have made thousands of dollars. Maybe you didn't, maybe you will. Another thing that I like to do that I think is like a big major hack, it takes some extra time, but it has a lot of return on investment. And that is doing these audio messages on Instagram. And I don't mean like 5-hour long messages and 15 messages in a row. I just mean one clear message. You can even script, but try not to sound like you're reading a script. And what I do is I don't script. I just say it over and over again. So I just get really good at it. 30 seconds to 60 seconds. Send a message to somebody who you think might want your offer and just say, hey, it's Lauren. I just wanted to say hi. I saw your channel. I saw your profile. This is really me. I think I can help you. I just made this offer. I've helped 3 people do XYZ in the past, and I'm making this offer because da da da. And I wanted to know if you're interested. All good if not. Now the key to that is you can't do it once or twice and say, well, they didn't respond. If you do that 10, 20, 30, 100 times, and it takes you 3 hours, but you just keep doing it, somebody's going to reply to you. Somebody's going to reply to you. Now, in order to do that, they have to be following you. So it's the whole thing, but it's just one example of what you could do. Put that elbow grease in, get in there and make it happen. Like you're not keeping me away from opportunity if I need $1,000. If I need $1,000 in 48 hours or today or yesterday, you're not keeping me from the opportunity. I'm going to do it safely, legally, with morals intact. Gonna have fun, hopefully. Gonna help somebody, hopefully. But that offer that you're making to them could help them a lot. So who are you to deprive them of that offer? Who are you to say you can't have help from me when I have the answers? I have the painkiller. So what pain will you help kill? What pain will you help be the calming agent for? What painkiller did you create in the last few minutes with me?